Right, we're going to start off with the painting progress. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing this now, because I can't, because my compressor is in the garage, which means I can't take my camera out to record what I'm painting. But basically, I painted the canopy parts in the grey colour, and I have to admit it does look really nice touching. So what we're going to do first is we're going to paint to white. Now for the version I'm doing, if I can just get the thing out, this is the version I'm doing, the F4 Trop version, and known by Hans Marseille's 109. So there we are, we're going to crack on with this build and we'll see. Well, I'll start with the white, then that's it. So then we'll get masked up and we'll get painting with the blue afterwards. So start off with the white, then we'll see where it goes from then.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so we have the nose masked up and the back masked up. Just checking. It's not the best tape in the world, it's just normal masking tape. But we're going to start with the underside. And with this, I'm painting XF Light Blue, XF23, sorry, from Tamiya. It's much more of a desert colour than the normal one. So I'm going to use a bit of this, a lot of thinner and retarder medium. It slows the drying process down. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and paint in the underside colour, and we'll see how we get on.
2 hours later.
So I got the blue sprayed on. Now I have to say, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll understand the complications I've had with the spraying at the minute with the maximum paints in it. But basically what happened was, it hasn't actually had like a rough surface texture now. It's actually really smooth. You can feel that, smooth as anything. And another thing is that detail is still there. Basically what I did was I thinned the where's it gone? The XF29. I thinned it a bit more than what I expected, and I sprayed the first coat on, which left it just a wet coat, and then once that was dry, then I applied the same coat again, but I left it to dry a bit within the spray gun, and I gave it one quick coat over the top on a very low PSI, and this is how it's come out. And then once that was dry, I sprayed a bit thinner over the top, just a touch, on again a low, very low air pressure, and this is how it is. And I have to say, the blue has turned out really nice. It's supposed to be RLM 78, the blue is, but now we have the top layer to do, which is a simple spray of RLM 79, which is, I'm going to be using the XF59 Desert Yellow. Now I have to thank my good friend Rebels at Cloud9 for the help on the colours, and XF59 is basically a light, nice tone of the actual camouflage that you need for a desert camo. As it's my first desert camo, of course I needed help, and of course he loves Desert 109s and he was happy to help me, so thank you very much there, mate. So now we come to a difficult task. I am going to go away, I'm going to mask everything up, all the sellotape, and to get the nice camo flash on the side. So this is going to be a bit of a difficult task, this is, so it's going to be a lot of cutting, a lot of getting it how it is, and it will look absolutely beautiful. Now I have to point one thing out, guys. if you're doing the desert version the same as me, I don't know. Hold on a second, let me see if you can see. Nope, you cannot see. There you go. Here on the side where the tropical filter is, I've noticed that the top camouflage, where I need to mask it, it goes covering up, process and tail. It's a nice straight edge along there, but then it gets to here and drops down. Now I'm not sure about this, what it's supposed to be like, but I've had a look online and someone's done a beautiful model of this exact same one from 1942 of February, and he's left it in a complete straight line along there, and I'm tempted to do the exact same along there because I can't find any reference photos that shows that this notch goes up. So I think I'm going to leave it as a complete straight line and leave it like that. So a complete straight line instead of the notch up there. So, you know, I might get some people arguing saying, oh, it was like that, and some people say it's not, but, you know, it's how I'm putting it, so there you go. So I'm going to go away, and with my airbrush, I'm going to spray the top camo with the XF59. Well, mask up first, and then spray it, and then we'll see of how it looks when it's all completed. So that I'll see you in a second.
Later.
So we've got everything painted up, and this is where it's got us. I have to say, it is a beautiful, beautiful colour this is, and most importantly, it is smooth as anything, which I so desperately wanted with these projects I've been doing. And I have to say, for the first time, that is not a bad camo on it. Well, it's just that colour, that desert colour, but it looks okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to remove all this masking. I have to say, it gives a nice this is a difficult part of removing all the tape off. No, I still want that in, thank you. It's taking the thing from inside the wheel arches. So, looks okay. Compared to the top side and the underside, looks very good. The tail section. Wings look really nice. Sorry, I'm probably just taking you out of shot there. Right, so I kind of missed that little bit. Oh, I just have to go over that with paintbrush, that's simple. Right, what we got now? Just having a look. Deciding what to do. Let's start with this side. Let's see how nice this strip's gone. Oh wow. Nice smooth running edge. Let's take these parts off on the side. Right, is that off? Back to what we were doing. Take that off. Okay, so we've got a bit of paint run at the back, but that's naturally sorted, that can be. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's look at the more important side. Okay, so we've got just a touch of paint build-up on there. We've got a bit of overspray just there, no problem on that. Take this air tanker. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of. Take that bit off there. Like so. So that is the main paintwork done. Now I've just oversprayed a little bit and I need to do some touch-ups with the desert. That is all really done to it. That's a mess. So now what I'm going to do is the part I've all been waiting for. See if the white nose has come out really good. Oh wow. So yes, it has. A bit of overspray. Just a touch. That can be sorted out, no problem. Beautiful. So looks like I need some touch-ups with the old hairy stick by the looks of things. That's perfect. Bit of overspray on that, bit of overspray there. Where's the end part? Bit of overspray. And there we have it. Wow! That looks really astonishing. For first proper desert build, it's a first for me, I'll tell you that. And it looks really beautiful. Wowee. So it does need some touch-ups, but they can be done with the hairy stick there. So what we got to do, we got basically everything really. Need some blue along there. Yeah, blue underneath there. Blue here. Tiny little touch of blue there. And a touch just there. Oh, that's it. That is really it for the blue, and then for the desert sand on top, we've got a bit there, and that is really it. So, not too. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. Not done quite bad. Looks very beautiful, very nostalgic, and for a desert piece, looks very, very good. So there you are. Right, so with that, let's get this finished up. I will start moving forward then with this build. So you can paint, if you're following along with a build, you can get up to which one you're building. And with that, I'll see you for the next part. The painting is now complete. So if you're up to date with your model, then this is kind of all the painting. Well, this is how I've done it, but you should have yours done. But I have to say, for first time tropical camo, what I've achieved, it looks really stunning and I like it. So, what I particularly like about it is that the paints that I've put down, the airbrush on it, is actually worked out properly. This is the first time in a while airbrush has actually worked beautiful on me, and I have to say, wowee, looks amazing. So now, once the painting's all done, we've got to seal everything in with a varnish. So what I'm going to be using is a Humbrol Clear Gloss Varnish. Most people don't like this, but from what I've seen, but from a personal viewpoint, I actually really do like this because it's One, it's water based, so you don't have to wash a lot of it out, and two, it's just very simple to use. Now you can use it straight for an airbrush, no filler or anything else like that, or you can do my method, what I'm doing, with a paintbrush, nice soft tip paintbrush. Might have to get some more of this soon though. It's lasted well. This was my first bottle and it's still going, and I've used this for about 3 years now, so that is unbelievably beautiful. So make sure the model is clear, and we go do, because we don't want to get rid of all that nice detail, we just go a few coats over the top, smooth it down the whole of the model, make sure to get everywhere on it. Don't use a lot, start off with just a nice thin coat over the top, and then once that's dry just gradually build up. So that is really the first coat applied to that wing, so you just need to let it dry. Might as well do the rest while we're at it. I might have also taken you out of the shot there, sorry. So, across the back there. And also I'm doing the tail as well, that's another thing actually, I've added the red tail at the back. That was one thing you could add once everything is dried up and done. So yeah, it's looking really nice, and you just do this for a couple of things. This not only seals the painting, but it also gives you preparation to start with your decaling, basically. Just around there. I have to say, it's up to you whether you want like your models in a nice flat coat, well not flat coat, a matte coat or a gloss coat, but personally I like mine being a matte coat personally. Because it just like gives the effect of like war and wear and tear as well as that, so yeah, you get the picture really. Just gonna do a light coat over top of that there. So there you go. So let's do the next part. Just cross the back here. Make sure you get everywhere done, guys, when doing your varnish. Now you can either do this through an airbrush, like I've said, but it all depends on what varnish you use really. I'm not saying you should use Humbrol, it's your personal opinion, and the Humbrol Clear is my personal best. So I'm not saying you should, I'm just doing my review. If someone's learning into the hobby, this is kind of like the basic things that they can have to make such a nice, brilliant model. Make sure it's nice and smooth, not too much, not too little. Across the wing, and there you have it. So this is the actual problem now. I've got to hand it over to someone who's well, not hand over to someone, I've got to hold it in a place. See if I get one of these. A cocktail stick probably. There we go. This will actually be very difficult now. I should have really thought about this before actually applying the coat on. So, lesson learned, guys, always have something to hold your model so it's drying well. So here's the other task. Go do the underside, which flip over. Like that. So that really is the... Oh, actually, that's my fault. I've just applied that side with 2 coats now. Great. So just put that across. Another important thing that I need to tell you is that if it's, I don't know, if it goes a bit white, then don't worry too much about it. That will be taken up by the matte varnish or satin varnish you apply at the top, or if you sew the next layer of gloss. And that, guys, is the 109 varnished. Put a bit more on the bottom of here, like so. And that is that finished. So I'm going to let this dry, and we are just going to put it over here out of the way. See if it'll actually stand up. I don't think it will. Oh, it has stand up, right, so it's just out of camera now, it's actually stood up drying. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and I shall, wash this out with water. Talk of which, I think I might need to change this water as well. So I'm going to apply another coat of this, so before we do the decals, it's your choice, but it's what I'm going to do. And with that, I shall see you with the decal fixing, basically. Right, guys, we've got the model all coated in 2 coats of gloss varnish, and that's what makes the surface so shiny. And we are going to make a start on the decaling. Now, what I'm going to be using, some people use some special solvent solutions or stuff like that. I'm going to be using Humble Decal Fix. It is a brand new bottle, so it should be fine. And I've got some in a tub here as well. But I need to mention that it's diluted with a 50-50 mix of water. The reason being is because sometimes when you put the decal on a thick layer of just the gloss of the decal fix on a gloss surface, it kind of ruins the gloss on it. And it's not too much of a big deal. I don't mind. I could just do another layer of the top of gloss varnish, but it just makes it a bit stickier, basically. And also another fact I need to point out is that Humbrol, I know UK scale modeller Ian said that he found out that on the actual Humbrol website they actually put their decal within just straight decal fix. Now he finds that this is kind of wrong because it's kind of a sort of setting solution, not just a transferable water base. So that's what makes the decal such a gives a sticky kind of feeling. It gets on your hands. It's not nice whatsoever. I know the experience. So what I've kind of done is I've thinned it right down with some water. So this is mostly just water in here, and I'm just going to put the decal in here, and then we're going to use the decal fix straight from the bottle to place onto here. So we're going to start off I've got the colour callouts at the side here. You can probably see the side of the sheet. We're going to start off with the number 7. Now if you notice on number 7 it's got a tear in it. That was originally on this aircraft by the looks of things, and it just was never repainted over because the sand would always get into the filters and chip the paintwork. So this is what I'm going to do afterwards. I'm going to do quite a bit of weather on this aircraft, mostly chipping and some dirt and sand colours on it, because I always like weathering European aircraft. I know what it's like to be European with mud and dust. This one's going to be a sand effect, so that's going to be really fun to do. So it's going to take a while for this decal to come off the actual transferable paper. Now I have to say with this Eduard photo etch sheet, well not photo etch, decal sheet, sorry, it's more blue than what, more blue paper than what people use, so this might be a new thing Eduard are using. Printed in Czech Republic from Eduard. Now I know they had cartograph decals which made it so nice, but by lots of things I don't know whether it's actually saying anything about the cartograph decals. It doesn't mention anything about having cartograph decals because they're so nice. So, but anyway, the decals Eduard always give you are so brilliantly good at absorbing. So, also I need to also point out that we need some tissue paper, which I got on the side here, and we're going to use this to just kind of just like liquefy the decal. And also we got some nice cotton buds here as well. That's just one, but I've got many at the side here. Just gonna leave that to drain off, see if we can move off the paper. We can slightly, I'm just going to leave it a bit more in the water, just so it lets the water get at it. So yeah, it does, you can't twiddling your thumbs at this really. So, yeah. It's kind of just a very long waiting game. Another point I need to point out is that we need some cocktail sticks, which I've got some here. They're going to help get the decal off the surface. You can use your fingers, some people use, I don't know what, it depends what you want, but I'm doing this. So, see how the decal is now. It's lifting off very slowly. Just see how it's moving around. So that's alright. Still a bit more. It's lifting off, but just very slowly at it. So I'm just going to leave a bit more in here. Come on, anytime now. You know. No, let's see what it does. That's much better, so just go to the other side. We now go take some decal fix straight from the bottle. I'm just going to place it where the decal is required. Across here, because it is a setting solution, just a very thin layer. Like so. And if we can pick this up and knock the water over at the same time. And this. Slide that off the backing paper. We now function where it needs to go. Just about there, I'd say. Just go check where it's level. It just needs to be pushed to the side a bit. And that really, taking a quick look, I think that is the decal applied on. So what we're going to do now, take our cotton bud and press down gently. Like so. Just remove all those seams and bubbles out of the actual. I just noticed something. Right. Well. No. See what I mean? It becomes very, very sticky. Like so. So we have to push this all back again. That's what I hate about decaling. Can be a fun or annoying time. Like so, that is really done. So I'm just going to let that soak for a bit. I'm just not going to touch it whatsoever. Well, I say that and now I touch it. Just get this all level off. That's better. Nothing is trying to fold the ends in, like what I've done on there. But really, that is all done. Yep, there we have it. Let's move over here. Like that, and that is the first decal on. So with that, I'm just going to put in a bit of time lapse and then we'll get everything organised then. So yeah, have fun decaling, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to start weathering it now. The decals are on. I put another coat of gloss varnish over the top. I have to say it looks really nice. You can weather your model as much as you like, but I'm going to be using the 4 models wash. I'm going to be using black. I do have grey here, but I'm not going to use this yet. I'm going to use this on other projects. So I'm just going to stick to my normal process and see how it comes out as. So you hear that little rattle in there, you've got a little nut in there that's mixing everything up. And this is really a simple process I use. Well, a lot of people use actually. Just take that in there, dip a bit in there, and what we do, just wash everything like so. And that will bring out all those nice little details you see. And also do a circular motion, make sure to get in every single panel line you see, because like I said again, that's what brings out this beautiful model. So rub that across there and here. Now I know if you've subscribed to me you've probably seen this loads and loads of times before, but it's just my personal preference of what I use. to complete scale modelling. So I'm just showing you my technique, but as always you can do your own techniques for weathering or whatever. I'm just helping people get along. Across the front there, I've probably just taken that shot. It does get a bit dirty, this process, but it is generally worth it. So not only does your aircraft get dirty, but your hands have to get dirty as well, so there you are. Around there, just any way you can basically, you get the idea. So what it does now with the varnish, it gives it a nice protective layer across the top. All completed and the wash. What we do now is get rid of the thing. Just had to stop myself. So what we're going to do, nice moist kitchen roll, bit of enzyme on it, saliva basically, or water, whichever you want to put it. We just go nice circular motions across the top. As you can see, it's working that off. And getting rid of all that. Now it's cracked just a little bit on the paintwork, but that's not much. So I'll just wipe it down a bit more. As you can see, that is coming off very, very nice. Another thing you can do, which I'm doing the wrong direction, is do it in the actual airflow of the aircraft. Like so. So that, really, there we can see there's all the rivets. I'm just going to zoom you in. You hear my voice behind you. There you are. And that's all the rivet detail got into play there. So that really is what you're looking for. You might be able to see the cracks on there, I don't know, but that's not too much of a problem. So with that, just going to zoom you back out again, like so, and refocus you. With that, I'm going to continue the rest of the model and we'll see where we get up to. Okay, so here we are. Everything is now more or less completed basically on the 109. I did finish off by putting the wash on, the clay wash, and I've also given it a spray of matte coat. I actually used a couple of layers of the flat clear, the XF86, just a touch thin down, about a couple of layers and let it dry, and I'm happy with the result. It's got a bit of shine onto it, not much for a shine, but there you have it. And also I've repainted all the ailerons where the RLM02 goes on the flaps, the ailerons and stuff like that, as well as the red tabs on the indicators on the ailerons tail controls there. But apart from that, that is it now. We have everything mainly completed. So this is kind of the end of the episode now. I think what we're going to do next is basically we're just going to finish everything off on this now, because all we have to do now is the prop, wheels, or landing gear, whichever, lights, canopy and the chipping, and we are finished. So it's going well, I'm liking it, and I love all that rivet detail, look at that. So it's my first chop aircraft, I have to say. So I'm liking it, it's very nice. I may consider doing some more in the future. So with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this build. Stay tuned for the next episode, which you might see in a minute, depending on what time you're watching it. And I shall be completing it in the next episode. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Happy modelling. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And I shall see you all very much soon. So with that, from Michael, cheers, thank you and goodbye. Again, for now.